What is C-2 or Stronger Border Act that people talking about so actively these days? Internet is boiling up about all of a sudden known fact that this act is in the Parliament of Canada since June. And then the Parliament went on vacation and now returned, and now they started reviewing this act again. So, what's the true or false about this act? Why people talking about it that much? Well, of course, we have to understand who is talking, why people talk that way, and what's the narrative, what's the idea behind it, and who will benefit from negativity that is overwhelmingly prevails on the internet these days. People talking about, we received some questions, people talking about introduction of the act that will cancel programs in the middle of it during submission process. Is that true? Before I dive into questions we received from our listeners, I want to ask you to subscribe, like the video, share it with someone you think may benefit from this. No, it's not. It goes through parliamentary hearing, and then it will go through assessment by the government and approval and royal assent, because we in Canada still part of the Commonwealth and the royal assent is required from King Charles. So technically speaking, it's not the law. No, of course it's not. This is not a blanket cancellation of immigration programs. Every cancellation, every pause, every adjustment must be justified in the interest of public, or public interest they call it, and definitely it has to be absolutely clear to the public, to the government, why it's done and on what basis. And definitely there is no blanket permission to just cancel everything by any officer, whoever doesn't like you or your religion or your culture or your nationality. People are afraid of certain things based on a generally agitated environment on the internet. Well, very good question people ask, because even now ministerial instructions are sufficient to cancel or postpone certain programs. And people know this. For example, we infamously know about cancellation or pause on sponsorship for parents, grandparents, cancellation or postponement or pause on investor or entrepreneur programs. Last year, application of limiting access on startup visa or a pause on self-employed program. Prime examples of this. So people panic like it's something new. Well, that's a very good question and very proper to conclude this video. That's my point. Don't stop activities if you're in a startup visa or any other entrepreneurial program. You have to maintain your business. You have to act as you did before. Nothing happened and may not happen. And how would you explain your inactivity, your drop in interest if nothing happened? So continue and stay strong, stay safe, stay active in your business. If you're in any other form of application, continue your application process. Supply documents. Provide information as requested, because nothing can cancel you without warning, without proper explanation, and definitely nothing will happen until you actually drop your interest in application. So, bottom line, this is very interesting act, but if we're looking around the world, all the countries closing borders. It's not getting easier to get through, so we shouldn't be surprised. We should be active, alert, and we must stay safe by staying informed.